Hi everyone, it's Wes here. So you're applying for a job through email, and the instruction said you should apply using a CV as well as a cover letter. So the question is, what should you write in the email body as well as the subject? Or maybe you should just copy what's in the cover letter and then write it as the email body. Like, what should you do? Today, I want to answer how you can be able to apply for a job using an email and what you should write in the email body itself. So the main reason why I'm doing this video is, as I always say, to say how you present yourself professionally is how you'll be treated by recruiters. Now, let's understand to say when you're looking for a job, you should take it as a competition. There are a lot of people that are looking for the very same job, and you can't just take it lightly and be like, who cares, right? So the idea is you should treat it also in a manner that shows that you are really professional. All right. So I have I've been able to see how people apply for jobs, like in whatever I do. Someone may apply for a job by just writing, let's say, please find the attached, all right? And maybe they didn't even label their CV right. They've just said, hello, find attached. Cool. I mean, yeah. But I want to say something here to say how you present yourself really says a lot about how you see the job itself. For example, let's just say they're looking for a manager, and then you just write, please find attached, regards, Wesley. They'll be like, yeah, okay, we have to hire this manager, right? But the thing is, there'll be another one who has written something that is more in line with with the job they're applying for. That's what I want to show you guys. All right. So and I want to show you what you can write in the email body when you're applying for a job using an email. So before I go there, let me talk about the subject itself. So sometimes what people do, they just write CV and then write, please find attached. But no, you have to kind of like write a proper subject. So you can simply write job application, procurement officer. That's enough. Instead of just writing CV1 or CV, no, write in a professional manner. Sometimes organizations, they do tell you what to write in the subject section. So they may say, oh, write, let's say, reference number 1234 procurement officer. Make sure you follow the instructions. If they have said write procurement officer reference number 1234, write that instead of just saying CV. Because to be honest, if you just write CV, you may not be considered even for the job because you haven't even followed the basic instructions. So that's it. So we're saying they have said you should use a CV as well as a cover letter. You attach those, and I've done videos to do with the CV as well as cover letter. You can be able to check them out on this channel. Now, this is what you can be able to write in the email body. All right. So as you will see, I'll try to kind of like just cover it up for you guys to see what I am talking about here. So this is where it ends. Down there, I'll be able to explain what I've written down there. But what I've highlighted in the black line is what we should talk about here. So as you can see, it's just brief, just 5 lines, 5 sentences, 5 sentences, or 6 maybe with a line for thank you. So you write it to who they've said you should write it to. Most of the times they say maybe you should address this to maybe the hiring manager or the HR personnel. They do say it, so make sure you follow that as well. So in this email example or sample, you can be able to alter it, guys. You can be able to change it to match your needs, but this is kind of like just giving you an idea. So as you can see, I'm saying I am writing to express my interest in the procurement officer position that is currently available at XYZ. So I'm just using this as an example. Now, by doing that, you have kind of like introduced yourself, or not like yourself, you have introduced like the reason why you're writing this email in the first place, I should say. Now, you're kind of like showing your interest in the role itself to say, I was immediately interested in the opportunity to leverage my advanced training in procurement when I came across the job advertisement. Now, for someone who is reading this, will be like, okay, what does advanced training mean? This guy says advanced training. Okay, we'll get to see it. All right, cool. You see what you're trying to do. You're kind of like trying to give some questions, like, okay, some question marks to the one who is reading the email. Like, okay, so this guy has like advanced training. We'll get to see it in the CV. Now you're saying I have 5 years of experience in leading the successful execution of procurement operations in leading donor-funded projects in Malawi. Now another question would be like, what projects has this person worked with or here in Malawi? Now, just supposing you're applying in Malawi, all right? So you're kind of like giving uh, like an idea to the person who is reading to say, okay, I think I'll see some leading donor funded projects in the CV, but also I'll see the 5 years experience somewhere. So you're kind of like opening it up for them to have an idea. Then you say, please find the attached application letter and CV. Now, instead of just write, because most of the times what people do, they just write this in the email. Most of like this thing that I'm trying to circle, whether this is a circle or not, but yeah, this you get it. Most of the people just write this. So, but you're trying to set yourself apart. So that's why I'm saying you can use this as an example. And then you finally say, I look forward to the opportunity to discuss my candidacy with you in further detail. That's enough. At least you have kind of like introduced yourself to some extent, and then you can be able to continue with that. Okay, so let me quickly say the things that are down here, what I wrote, what this is trying to portray, what this example is trying to portray. So this example is it has given an idea of who you are before they've read your CV. So that's the first point. This one covered. It also shows them that you're fully invested in the role and the organization as you have expressed it in the email. Instead of just saying please find the attached. Okay. It also show them that you took an extra effort to explain how you fit the role. Because I mean, you talked about like you have 5 years experience and the like. Okay. So you're kind of like setting yourself apart from anyone who just wrote find attached. Okay. So we have this covered as well. But also it creates, I think I talked about this earlier. I want to say it creates a sense of interest in the recruiter for them to see your CV and cover letter because they know where they will start from. Why? Because they have 5 years in mind as you saw. They have 5 years in mind. They also have donor uh, funded organizations that was written, and then they'll be able to say, okay, this guy said he has worked for donor funded organization, not only donor funded, leading donor fund. What are these leading donor funded organizations? So it's kind of like created a sense of like wanting to know more. Yeah. So because you have given them hints and they've asked them questions to say also about like the leading advanced training which we talked about, and the years of experience which I've just talked about, and then the donor funded projects. So as you can see, this is more like much better instead of just writing please find attached, or other people just say CV attached. So as I always say, guys, you have to kind of like present yourself in a manner that is more professional because you're applying for a professional job. So you kind of like have to show it even from the onset when you're applying for the job. So yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you find this helpful. And yeah, so we'll have to finish here. But yeah, so this is what you can be able to use as an example. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So that's how you can be able to apply using an email. So you don't have to just copy your cover letter and write it in the email itself. No, you have to kind of like attach the cover letter as well as attach the CV and then write this as the email body. I hope you find this helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you do find these videos helpful, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend of yours or maybe a family. Just share it with someone else. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.